Hi there guys, Outlaw Dolphin here. We're going to continue our Dragon Age Inquisition. Last we left off, we just completed the Dinan Hanin, an elven ruin in the Emerald Graves, and we did a few character side questy thingies with Blackwall. We also spoke to Cassandra, and we caused some trouble with Sarah. Now we're going to get back on track. We're going to go to Emprise and track down the red lyrium smuggling in the quarry of Sarnia. And fight 3 dragons in a row. Probably. So here we are in Skyhold. And before we go anywhere, I just want to see if Blackwall has any dialogue or some form of cutscene for us, because I've not spoken to him since telling him he can be free. So it might just be interesting to see if he has anything to say at the moment.
Inquisitor?
What do I call you now?
How shall I refer to you? Rainier or Blackwall?
I've gotten used to Blackwall. Perhaps we could treat it as less of a name and more of a title. Almost like Inquisitor. Reminds me of what I ought to be.
Noble, in a way.
Everyone needs something to aspire to.
Exactly. I'm glad you understand.
We'll talk later.
Nothing right now. Perhaps in a bit.
We will check in on Josephine, and then we will head to Emprise.
There you are. I've been looking all over for you. I've just received the most terrible news.
What is it?
I'm engaged.
Start from the beginning.
I sense this is complicated. Tell me more.
For the past year, my mother and father has searched Antiva for a match for me. They had no idea you and I had grown so close. Today, I received a letter declaring they've betrothed me to Lord Adorno Cielo Tranto of Antiva. I must deal with this. But until then, we cannot be seen in a compromising situation. I'm so sorry.
Are you leaving?
Are you saying we should act like nothing has happened between us?
No, not at all. But it is not right that we carry on while I am betrothed. I must break off the match first.
I understand.
Let me know what I can do, Josephine.
No. Thank you so much, but no. Until I know more, I cannot risk your reputation. Why did this have to happen to us now, of all times? I must see to this. And to my other duties. If I can keep my mind on them today at all. Inquisitor, I'm afraid untangling my engagement to Lord Otranto will take some time.
Is there anything I can do?
He is Antiva. The only acceptable thing to do would be to challenge him to a duel for my favor.
Done.
Arrange the duel with Lord Otranto, then.
What? No, Inquisitor, please. That was said in jest. The traditional form of dueling among Antiva nobles isn't usually fatal, but there is always a chance of harm. I hardly wish to see you skewered on a sword point for the sake of my honor.
I'm gonna have a duel. Why not? This sounds very Three Musketeer sort of stuff. Liberate Emprise. We broke through to Sarnia, and lead Scout Harding is with the vanguard, sent to establish an Inquisition camp. Her early reports indicate the red lyrium is spreading.
Inquisitor.
Scout Harding.
We're on the outskirts of Sarnia. This is what's left of the town. The lucky ones got out before the river froze over. The rest, penned in by Fade Rifts and Red Templars. We're the first friendly face they've seen in a long, long while.
How did the river freeze over?
How did an entire river freeze so quickly?
It got really cold, really quickly. Sarnia relies on its river for everything. Trade, food. They weren't expecting this.
These Red Templars need to go.
The Red Templars in the area will need to be destroyed.
Knew we could count on you. The Red Templars have been mounting frequent attacks. They want Emprise de Lyon. Bad. Let's get out there and take it back from them.
Okay, so I thought I would I'd wait and let some time pass before I do the duel with Lord Artano or whatever his name was. See if any potions I need to equip. No, I'm good. So here we are in Emprise du Lion. It's very cold here. And as we can see, like much other places in southern Orlais, like the Exalted Plains and the Emerald Graves, is almost completely destroyed. However, this is not done by the Civil War. It's far too south. As you can tell by the distance, this was done by Templars.
It's not much, but with last week's salt pork, it makes
We just need to wait to speak to this lady, Mistress Pullin.
the Inquisition.
That was generous of you.
I do what I can. I am partly to blame for all this. The Red Templars are here because, fool that I am, I sold them my family's quarry. They've taken every worker. We haven't seen them in weeks. And it's not enough. They keep coming, taking more people. And there's nothing I can do to stop them.
You helped the Red Templars?
How could you have sold land to the Red Templars?
I didn't know. I swear by Andraste's spire, they look like knights, chevaliers. Such pretty speeches. They said they would reopen the quarry, bring employment and trade back to Sarnia. We'd been struggling since the war began. How could I refuse? It was good for a time. People went to work, they were paid. Then they stopped coming home. After that, the Red Templars stopped pretending.
They take the workers?
What do you mean the Red Templars take workers?
People just disappear. First those who worked the quarry, then they took people from their homes. I don't know why. I just prayed they'd leave me and my family alone.
Well, it sounds like some very odd business. There are a lot of quests to do along the way. And who do we have here?
Michel de Chauvin at your service, your worship. I saw the Inquisition's banners from afar. Never expected to see the Herald of Andraste himself.
Ah, so Michel, of course. I didn't recognize you, dressed as you are.
Lady Vivienne?
I've heard of you.
Michel de Chauvin. I know your story. You were disgraced and banished from court for treachery.
There's much more than that, but it ends the same way. What does it matter? Despite all, I have a strong arm, a stout heart, and I still serve Orlais.
You're protecting Sarnia, I take it?
You're here to guard the people?
As much as I can, although this was not my original intention. I hunt a demon. This one calls itself Imshale, and has settled in Suladin Keep, up in the hills. Imshale is free because I made a mistake. I will see him destroyed. Now that the Inquisition is here, perhaps the Red Templars who guard the keep can be routed. All I need is one chance.
Tell me about this demon.
I need to know more about Imshale.
A desire demon, more cunning than anything I have encountered. And I have played the game. Imshale has roamed the land for some time. If anything, he will have grown in power. Why he is here in Emprise de Lyon, however, is anyone's guess. Perhaps he has gained the cooperation of the Red Templars, or vice versa.
The Inquisition could use your help, Michel.
You could serve the Inquisition. We have use for strong arms and stout hearts.
No, not until Imshale is defeated.
Fair enough. We will just take a quick detour before we head into the cliffs, because there's lots of metal around here and there are a few fade rifts on top of this frozen river. There's one already. Out here we're going to be finding very interesting metals: Everite, Dawnstone and Silverite. I may switch back to my fire staff at some point. I know, being in such a cold environment, my staff will do very little damage out here. That, and we will have plenty of despair demons to deal with. And 2 pride demons down with 1 spell. Oh god, my inventory is full, so this is going to be painful. So long as I stick to minerals, it should be okay. And let's say I only pick up the very important stuff. Not that there's many of it out here in Emprise. Plus anything else that is even remotely interesting is that through quests. So that's not going to be interrupted. Is this lootable? No. That's a very odd position for a crate that I can't loot. Either way. You also find plenty of bloodstone out here. Not that you'll need it too much, because bloodstone is a constitution metal. So is dawnstone, of a higher grade. We're also going to be wanting to get up there, but we're in no rush. Just going to run around the outside and have a look for resources. Ever since, because we're coming up on some of the final areas in the game, well, at least that in the main story. We're coming up on harder stuff. Particularly the DLCs involving the Descent is that of a bit of a trial. So everything I'm picking up now is to turn everybody into the best of their ability, going into the deep roads. That hurt a lot. I'm just waiting for that one despair demon now. There he is. Oh, this sucks. Literally everything is in this corner. Still got a pride demon standing over there, and I'm honing in on a despair demon that keeps getting further and further away. There we go. That's the second rift, and that should be the last rift on the river. Should be the last rift for a while, hopefully. I'll take that lightning essence. There is a small elven ruin up there that we will be interested in. I think there are 2 runes in the area. What did I just piss off? Oh, we have wolves. Well, I don't think they're going to be after us. Probably after the snow flurs. I do kind of want to get onto this island now, but I can't remember the best way.
You're more than capable with combat magic.
Mages in Orlais do not fight without permission, my dear. Some are better at gaining permission than others.
I'll take that. There's some Dawnstone up there that I'm going to want. And I don't think I can do this without deft hands and fine tools. Yeah. So it looks like just here for the Dawnstone. Okay, so I've done all I've wanted to do here for now. Particularly that enclosing the rifts. Now it's time to head deeper into Sarnia's quarry. You will find all manner out here. You will find Templars, you will find Venatori, Darkspawn, and demons, as well as the wildlife. And everybody knows how much I love the wildlife.
We should not stay here too long.
You can think she's saying that because of the red lyrium, and she kinda is. There's also very big bears out here, but also the wolves as well can be quite annoying. Damn archer. That's a very big bear. Let's change staff before I fight that thing. If I used ice on that thing, I wouldn't do a thing to it. Plus the dragon rune in here will serve me well. Not sure if I'll get to the dragons in this one. We'll probably take Suladin Keep instead. But definitely 3 dragons here. 2 of them are ice dragons, which is why this dragon rune and fire staff will do us a kind service. The 3rd dragon, and which I'm fairly certain is meant to be the strongest in the main game, is a fire dragon. I'll point out their locations. It should be fairly obvious that where they are, only dragons reside. There we go, 8 Great Bear Hide. The Hunt. A note ripped to bits by an angry hand. Pieced back together it reads, "Leave me alone, or I swear I'll kill you." That's a lovely message to leave someone, eh? Something's behind me, and it's another one. And I'm going to switch back to Mark of the Rift as well, because having Vivienne here, I don't need to have the same ability as her. Yeah, so there's plenty of Arbor Blessing out here. And oh my god, a 3rd one. Like the game is telling me there has to be a bear here. Either way, it's a lot of hide, and this hide is very strong. And I do need leather is the hardest thing for me to come by. So I'm not complaining too much. Not really. Maybe their health pool could be a little bit lower. But then again, I have played Dark Souls 3. Play Dark Souls 3, then you know enough about stupidly large health pools. That's right, I'm looking at you, Dark Eater, my dear. It's kind of not worth it, I'm getting less and less hide from them. From 8 to 5 and now down to just 2. Yeah, let's waste no more time, let's head straight into Sarnia.
More red lyrium. Charming.
Yeah, so if we take a look at our map, you will see quest markers. So there's still primeval red lyrium. It still pops up on our map even though we don't have to go for it anymore. And we're going to wipe out the Red Templars at High Grove. That's right there. Every place where they've camped, you can then turn it into a camp for the Inquisition itself. And Vale, because there's a lot of archers here. And here you'll start to find plush fustian velvet, which is very nice. And also Dale's Loden wool, which is a very nice material as well. There we go. The Inquisition banner's now flying. We just need to find the next steps. Here we go.
All clear.
Silverite, hidden very nicely.
Snow's melting around the red lyrium.
Bianca said it was alive, so the warmth makes sense.
We'll come to understand red lyrium and lyrium itself in time. And straight away more Templars. Let's take out the archer first. Nope, can't pick up rings because I have no space in my inventory. There will be plenty of metal in this cave, so keep a sharp eye out. There's metal almost everywhere in Emprise du Lion, hence it is a quarry, so it does make sense. Let us keep moving on. Emprise du Lion can be a fairly linear area to the game, but there is a section to the game which can take you some time because the quarry itself, because there are a lot of objective markers around here in freeing slaves and finding the bits of information that you need for Cullen as well. Let me pick up this bloodstone before you attack me. There's a shadow here. That's not good. Let's try and kill it first. There we go. I'm pretty sure no matter what level I get to, a shadow is always going to be the most dangerous thing I find. Plus I'm just fearful of them in general because I know what they are capable of. But this is the idea. We find out that lyrium is alive, and we find out in Hushed Whispers that it grows from people, but then Dorian points out to us, Maker, why is it coming from the walls? And here, why is it coming from the ground? Well, we'll find out in the descent. Oh, and you ever want to find the spookiest little Easter egg in a game ever? Yeah. Pretty sure this is a Star Wars reference, although I could be wrong. People in the ice. A warning, don't touch my pyramid. It's very odd indeed. Don't need anything from that. I don't know what that's a reference to, I just say Star Wars because I think Luke Skywalker. Was that guy there the whole goddamn time? And down he goes. If he was there the whole goddamn time, how on earth did he not attack me? Got some more bloodstone here. And here we find the... What is going on over here? Ah. Get rid of that. Or not. There's a lot of elf fruit on this cliff. And there's also a dead body. And a note. Pocket diary. I'm going to ask Ondrin to marry me. I've got it all planned. I'll take her to the ridge overlooking the valley. We'll open the bottle of wine Father left for me. I think it's time. I know she's been waiting for a while. I wanted it to be perfect. But nothing's ever perfect. There will always be a war somewhere. There will always be sadness. I'm wondering where our next meal will come from. But we'll have each other. And there are 2 bodies here, and a diamond ring. An inscription on the inside of the ring reads, "May our love be eternal." I'm not going to loot that ring. 1, because I have no inventory space. And 2, I don't really want to. There's silver right up there and I want it. Come to me. There we go. You'll face some more Templars around the corner. The Dracon's Rise. And there will be a behemoth around here somewhere. Yep, here it comes. Once you deal with the first group, here comes the behemoth. I'm just wondering where the other guys have gotten to. Seems like they chased something off into the distance while I fought the behemoth alone.
I had assumed you would not be comfortable fighting alongside a mage.
We use Cerebos when we need to.
That is hardly the same.
No, ma'am. Fighting with you is more like hitting an enemy while a dreadnought pounds their front line. All fire and smoke ahead of you. Half the enemy already on the ground by the time you get there.
So I am a Canary dreadnought.
I, didn't mean to offend you.
Not at all. I am Madame de Fer.
I appear to be having a quest glitch. It's gone now. They told me I completed the quest seeing red like 4 or 5 times. It's actually quite staggering to see this bridge in pieces. There's the next Templar encampment. One in front of us and then another just at that building over there. You can just see how much lyrium is growing here. And pop up the Aegis. There was loading wall, I'll take it. Red Templar Dispatch. How has the Inquisition managed to gain ground? Send the behemoth, Fornia. And I'm pretty sure I just killed Fornia. I understand it's probably just a gameplay perspective because we pick up on these notes quite quickly, but if you remember the ones from the Emerald Graves, the spacing of the notes is kind of odd. It's almost like the Inquisition, when it turns up, moves that incredibly quickly. It's almost like we came, we saw, and we conquer. It's either that or the Inquisition is simply just that powerful at this point in the game. Oh, it's going to keep doing it, isn't it? Yes, it is. Oh well. Seems to stop after a while. It's just a shame it's not always giving me the experience. That would be nice. But 'tis a glitch, so we do what we must. Alright, so our next... There is a rift around here, there it is. This is always an unpleasant rift, if I remember right. I never liked this one. Lots of despair demons and wraiths, lots of things that like to attack from a distance. Now, if I'm right, there should be pride demons. No? Just despair demons? 3 of them? Yeah, sure, that's not a problem at all. That's unpleasant. God, that one's still there. Oh god, I'm really being honed in on. There you go, 2 down, 1 left. Really? I thought that was it. Definitely done. Thank you. Pure lightning essence. Now there should be, I'm just going to check the map, there should be something else in the area that we need to keep an eye out for. And that is something that we need to find over here. Yes, there's a locked door underneath me, but for the life of me, can't remember. I believe it's something to do further in here, I think, or is it down this way? No, it's down here. You can see the cave.
Look.
I'll take that key. There's a note here as well. In death. In war, victory. In peace, vigilance. In death, sacrifice. My brothers and sisters in vigilance. By drinking of the chalice, you are a grey warden. Though you perished, you died with your blood joined with mine. I honour your sacrifice and carry your memory into battle. Meline of Arlisons, I remember you. Leonide de Firmin, I remember you. And Oldwin, I remember you. So when we get the key to this door here, is a stronghold for Darkspawn. There's a road, there's a entrance to the deep roads that we can close in here. Here we go. Some ghouls. I wish I had a cleansing rune right about now, but oh well. There are a lot of archers. Oh boy. You think I don't like Darkspawn now? Just wait. Wait for the DLC. Man, that is a rough trip. Iron Ball is down. That's a clear sign I need to update his armor. These Hurlocks, they really do mean business.
I think Blackwall would have liked to have been here for this.
I'll take that gold.
So, your girlfriend is a smith?
Yes,
She makes weapons with her own hands?
among other things.
That's hot.
Somehow Darkspawn is literally just flying over the edge. Would like them to stop. Can't remember how to do it though. I think I literally just have to kill them all. There's no way for us to get over there, but they can leap. My point. Can it stop now? There we go.
I think Blackwall would have liked to have been here.
Uh-oh. Not meant to be down there. Oh, Winter's Breath. That's the shield I can get the schematic for from Xenon the Antiquarian. Plus, it's not worth anything at this point. We're too strong a level for it. It's not worth anything to us. I could give it to Cassandra or Blackwall, but what they have already is better, and I need to level everyone up. So now we can exit the... I assume this is an elven ruin. And we can make our way to the Tower of Bone, which is in a southerly direction from here. It's that huge thing over there, guarded by Templars. It's almost like these Templars don't really know what to do when they have their huge tower shields. They can block my magic really well. It's almost like they don't really want to attack either. Just look how much lyrium there is. They've been out here for a long, long time. Oh, and that's where the dragons are. Just follow the tip of my staff. 1, 2, and then 3. You know what? No, because I'll need to leave Emprise du Lion to... Yeah. Best we head to Suladin Keep first, and then fight the dragons. Then it will feel like there's a natural break in between things. Because Suladin Keep should be in a direction from here somewhere. I'd like to establish a greater base of operations before doing anything too drastic. Ouch. So we need to head up here in order to take the Tower of Bone for ourselves. There's a behemoth at the top of the flight of the stairs, so just be a little bit wary. He should be the last thing left. We got a lot of red lyrium from that dude. Now that we have Suladin Keep for ourselves, we can investigate the bridge that we saw to... Which direction would it be in? It's in the west. No, east. East of the Tower of Bone. Judicale's Crossing is its name, and it is an operation to fix, much like the bridge in the Exalted Plains.
Impressive.
We might be able to rebuild this.
Might, almost definitely. There are also one or two Fade Rifts over there. So you'll find more Templars, more Demons, plus 3 Dragons, so it's worth it if you're looking to... if you've come here under-leveled, then more power to you. It's worth fixing the bridge, because you can, you know, close more Fade Rifts. There's always a shortcut to more levels. Now we just need to travel to Suladin Keep now. I'm pretty sure that's doable from here. Just gonna have to double check the map. Yeah, it's the closest camp to it. Just can't remember the best way. Yeah, it is that way. Suladin Keep is this evil-looking monstrosity in the background. Hi there. Now, it's a little bit of an ambush if you're a mage or another rogue. You to fight this one infantryman standing seemingly on his own, but he has 3 archers around the corner that will take you out. Make no mistake there. It's a rather nasty little trick. I mean, you should always have the potions enough to deal with it, because, you know, there's a camp not a few meters behind you. There we go, and there's Michelle. Michelle. Fighting Templars. Now, this can be a race against time. Sometimes he can be dead when you get here. And if you make the wrong choices further in, he can be dead when you get back to Sarnia.
news, Herald. Your efforts to drive off the Red Templars have not gone unnoticed. Imshale knows we're here. He sent Red Templars after me, and a pack of Shades descends now upon Sarnia. The people are defenseless. I must return without delay. It's up to you to destroy Imshale.
Okie dokie, I'll do it myself. Now the Red Templars were using Sarnia as, you know, a labour camp for mining lyrium. Suladin Keep is basically a laboratory for testing the effects of red lyrium on people, animals, and even giants, as we will soon find out. I'll have to pay attention to what Imshale says, because I can never really tell why he's here. I know there's a specific Templar that can tell us in some manner. So I want to pay attention to the conversation that we have with Imshale and to not make a selfish decision. So you just look at, I'm picking up a lot of Dale's Loden Wool and Plush Vestian Velvet.
About the court, intrigues, scandals, seductions.
I do, but it doesn't necessarily follow that I would share them.
Not even an amusing anecdote. You don't want a chance to bring someone down or boast a little?
Not to you, darling. Where's the benefit there?
So you can see already in these cages, I believe that's some dead gurn, and that's definitely a giant with red lyrium growing from it. Now there is a giant coming for us now. This is one of the nastier areas in Suladin Keep. Just for the amount of enemies that we're going to come across. It shouldn't be much of an issue for what level we are now. But could also be... Ooh, you know what I should do? Set everyone on fire. I believe it says infected giant. Ouch. Uh-oh. Yeah, that happens sometimes. The giants like to fly. It's a bit odd. It happens to giants quite occasionally. I'm not sure exactly what causes it, whether it's like... I mean, they interact with the environment to some degree as they pick up rocks. I think it's something to do with that. Something to do with the script process. Causes it to freak out and then throws them in the air. Well, not throws, just kind of teleports them. There's something that I want here, but I can't seem to find it. No, we're just going to leave it. You can see another dead giant. The glow of red lyrium is quite intense. And this place must have been very beautiful back in its time. I mean, just look how many there are. And the Templar archers are still very deadly. And there's a giant. Oh, Vivian's no, Iron Bull is down. Ouch. Oh god, you guys really starting to annoy me. Nice one, Bull. You may notice that you can stagger giants like you stagger dragons. Injure the legs and they'll fall to the ground. A giant can still attack when it's staggered. It will start sweeping at the ground, so they're still a little bit dangerous, whereas dragons will kind of stop attacking for some time. Giants are a little bit different. You would think it would be dragons that could still attack and the giants would become completely immobilized. No, the deadlier creature can get far more staggered than this one can. There you go, so we need to head into here. I don't need to head after every single chest because there's really no point. Can't pick anything up other than the gold, and I don't really need the gold until I sell everything in my inventory. But we're approaching Imshale. He shouldn't be too far away now. There are two ways to deal with Imshale. You can accept his offer of riches and power and stuff alike. Nobody really likes you for it if you do that. However, if you fight him, which I'm probably going to do, is probably one of the most annoying mini-boss fights in the game. Just saying that out loud. It's kind of why I tend to choose an offer of his, because the fight can be so intense. Overwhelming. It's one of the two if you're not careful. Picking up a lot of red lyrium here. Maybe I should make a corrupting rune. It's very empty. I would have thought this place would have more to it. It's already got a lot of enemies, so I'm glad it doesn't have more of them. Let's read this one here. Suladin Keep documents. From the writings of Knight Captain Fournier. We have arrived in the Highlands at night. I was immediately given the task of overseeing the acquisition and staffing of the Sarnier quarry. I asked the general why we needed a quarry, if the crystals will grow anywhere. Apparently the Elder One believes the composition of the earth here will ensure that it grows more rapidly. That it darn did. And abundantly. I didn't ask why he believed this. The general doesn't like questions. He probably doesn't know. Some of my men feel we should take the quarry by force. The general did not specify how I was to secure the land, so I am considering more subtle approach. Any suspicions we raise will increase the chance of military investigation. Perhaps even the newly formed Inquisition We must operate in secret as long as possible. I scouted the quarry yesterday. It is quiet, with the war raging. I expect demand for luxury granite has decreased significantly. A thought occurs to me. So much is gained through commerce. Why not exploit that? Obviously, I imagine Mistress Pullin must have sold the quarry. Ooh, the Dragon Star. Ooh. Must have sold this quarry rather cheaply. Consider that fact. No one really wants luxury granite. What way do I want to go? Is it this way? See, this place can be, it's big, it can become a bit of a maze. Even to me. Have I literally just gone in a loop? I've literally just gone in a loop. Wow. That's amazing. Didn't think I would do that. So we want to stay up and stay high. Ah, yes. The door. I always see the stairs, but I never see the door. Behemoth. Oh. Get rid of the rogue. Get rid of the rogue. Uh-oh. This is bad. There we go, are we good? The behemoth is down. That was just pure comic effect from me. I could see that attack coming, but I pressed the wrong button.
How could I not? When you do, make sure you describe the musculature right. Because this isn't just endurance work. There was a lot of strength training to get here. You want to use words like rippling or ripped. Ripped is good, too.
The Iron Bull's belly was prone to rippling after every meal. He rarely wore shirts as they ripped under the strain.
That hurts, Varric. That's hurtful.
We're going to pick from this supply cache. For here, we meet Imshale.
Ah, the hero arrives. But is it hero or murderer? It's so hard to tell.
So this is the demon called Imshale.
Ahem. Choice spirit.
Talky ones. I hate the talky ones.
Wait! These are your friends? They're very violent. It's worrying. True to my name, I will show you that you have a choice. It doesn't always have to end in blood.
We're going to listen to him first. What choice?
Talk.
Yeah, that never ends well.
Simple. We don't fight, and I grant you power. Shower you with riches. Or maybe virgins. Your pick. Then we all live happily ever after. Well, not all of us. But who's counting?
Now, power can be pretty darn good. It's a pretty good choice if you want to escape this fight that's coming. It's going to be a nasty one. Whenever you say virgins, he always says, I should really stop giving people that option. I can never find any. I've never chosen riches. But for this occasion, I'm afraid I'm killing you.
No. You die, demon.
Alpha. Choice spirit.
Dead spirit. This fight can be made even more difficult. I believe when you're fighting Templars is not that bad. However, you're fighting what is comparable to the Nightmare Demon that you fight in the Fade. Really want these Templars to stop doing this. If you don't do in Hushed Whispers and you do in fact go to Theronfall Redoubt, it will be Venatori that you fight through here, and he will have a mess load of demons fighting for him, more in fact than he has right now. He just keeps changing his shape. So he will change from Nightmare to Rage to Pride. Yeah, he goes through the ringer. I've only got one frost attack. He'll change form now. Or at least he should. And now we have Pride. So long as a Pride Demon keeps standing in my firewall, he'll keep becoming staggered, which is very useful. considering how tough Pride Demons can be. He keeps topping up his health bar and I don't quite like it. Imshale is a character that probably has one of the largest health bars you'll find in the game. I don't think it's higher than dragons, but for a mini boss it's quite high. I mean, when we fight Lucius in Caer Bronach, he has hardly any health at all. It's like it all just goes to this guy. Stop generating guard. It's one of the bosses where I wish I brought Sarah with me. And maybe Cassandra too. But Vivian, Varric and Bull. It's good that I keep staggering him, this way he doesn't generate guard as often. We can just deplete his health. And my battery level is low. That's how long it's taken to kill him. No, stop it. Okay, I'm convinced this is taking longer than most dragons. Just need to keep breaking down this guard. It would help if the others would keep fighting him. That's how long this fight goes on for, they lose interest. I think it is partially because I keep staggering him. It staggers him for so long that kind of combat actually stops. Don't let him have 1 second to generate guard. If he generates guard again, oh my god. He's got to be done by now. There he goes. Pure Spirit Essence, March of the Everlasting, and the Amulet of Renewal. The Amulet of Renewal. The wearer of this amulet regenerates mana or stamina at a higher rate. I might actually destroy some stuff for that. I might give that to someone because the kitty's collar is still very, very good. Now we just need to claim the keep and speak to... That's the thing, like, Ishmael tells you nothing of why he's here. Why is he helping demon? Why is he helping Templars?
Is he gone? The demon is finally gone.
Shit.
What was Imshale doing?
Why was the demon here working with the Red Templars?
A garden needs a gardener. Nurturing gentle hands. Directing the change. Not too fast, not too slow. Just right. Has to be just right.
I get it. Too fast and you end up a statue in the gallows courtyard.
I'm sorry. I'm so sorry.
There's nothing I can do for you. I'm sorry.
Imshale. He said he could take the red out. If I said yes.
Imshale could have saved you?
He liked to watch the agony. He liked to play. We were his garden. Consent and live. Deny and be consumed. Oh, but what he wanted. No. Anything but that. I chose the red. I chose.
Makes me wonder what this creature wanted. There we go, guys, that's the end of that Dragon Age Inquisition, and we've just begun Emprise du Lion, and we've already taken Suladin Keep. So we are 1/3 of Emprise du Lion done. We still need to kill 3 dragons and reclaim the quarry itself. Now the quarry is a little bit of a maze, and there's lots of little things to do there for Cullen and for the town itself. And then we also need to uncover what happened as to why Mistress Pullian sold her quarry to the Templars. And did she really know what their intentions were? So, we have that to deal with. And the dragons, I'm pretty sure, will be their own video, because 2 of them I can put into a video, we've seen that. 3 of them can probably turn that into a bit of a marathon, especially when I'll need to switch up some of the gear, because 2 of them are ice dragons, 1 of them is a fire dragon. Just need to adapt. Anyway guys, I will see you in the next one.